Now, a voice of reason here, what you do if you win it, or how you construct your life after that. He's a great market reader. He's also an accountant. CPA Dan Geltrude joins us right now. Dan, good to see you.
Good to see you, Neil.
All right, now, the fact that you're here means you didn't win. So,
unfortunately, no. And you as well.
Exactly. So let me get your take on this. I think, everyone, you got to be in it to win. I understand it. I just sort of wince when I hear these people who spend hundreds of dollars to buy a ticket and improve their odds or whatever. What do you think of that?
Well, if you put this in perspective, Neil, last year, Americans spent over $80 billion in lottery tickets. And I wouldn't say that's coming from the 1%. And when you break it down, right, Neil, you could actually say, hey, this is a tax on the middle class and lower classes financially, because they are putting a lot of money into this. And it's deceiving, because even this $1.6 billion number, that's not what you get. That number is based on an annuity over 30 years.
So if you get a lump sum payment up front and then the taxes, you're really getting half that, right?
Actually,
still not a bad haul, right?
You're getting about actually a third. If you win this thing, because what happens, Neil, is you get about 65% of that number if you take it in a lump sum, that's 0.1, and then cut that in half after that. And
if you were to win, would you take it in a lump sum?
Yes, I would. Yes, I would. I would not leave that kind of money in someone else's hands. I would play it myself.
All right. Now, let's say a lot of people seek out good accountants after this. They also want to remain anonymous. It's hard to do. But how would you guide them? It's so sad when you read these stories, the lottery winners. It's kind of hard to do in this case if you win $1.6 billion, but that they lose the money.
Yeah, they do.
And I've always said, and you and I have gotten into this, it doesn't matter how much money you make. If you spend more than you have, you're going to go broke. Yep. So how would you guide people who just come into a fortune like that?
The first thing as it pertains to this lottery is, remember, this is a bearer instrument. You got to protect that ticket until you hand it in. If for some reason that blows away in the wind and someone else picks it up, it's their winning. So the first thing, Neil, is you got to put that ticket somewhere safe. Then you got to sit back and say, what's the plan? Now, there's only 6 states that allow you to collect that money, and honestly, everyone else, you have to come forward because it's
Why do they force that? Because it's for your own safety. You think it's better to remain anonymous, right?
That's one aspect, Neil. The other aspect is the integrity of the game. They want people to know, hey, there's a real winner. We're not just pocketing this money. So there actually is a real person who's winning this money. But Neil, the first step in this, pay off all your debts as you start the process. Then after that, go on vacation. Get out of the spotlight for a while. Let people forget about you. Then come back, and to me, it's a step process of conservative investments. With that kind of money, Neil, no reason to play offense. Play defense.
But people always suddenly find new friends and family members who come out of the woodwork. How do you deal with that? Well,
that's tough. That's why I say go on a long vacation for a while.
They'll remember.
How about this, Neil? Get off of social media. You don't want people to find you at this point. So you kind of go underground for a while. Take care of business, take care of family and the things that you need to do, and then resurface slowly after that.
But you have no problem with people who play lottery again and again and again. Just contain it. Don't go nuts, right?
Yeah, well, listen, it's gambling. It's like any other vice. You don't want to go overboard. So if you can keep it in check, it's not such a bad investment if you don't bet over your head, right?
What do you think of these people who say, I'll go back to work after I win?
Well, I would go back to work for me because I actually have no other outside interests. So I need something to do, Neil.
Joel, you said that, right? You were going to stay here.
You can only play so much golf or whatever it is that you do. You got to have some kind of purpose.
I find that hard to believe, young man. All right, so you got to be in it to win it. Tuesday's your second shot at doing just that. We shall see. Dan, you're the best. I appreciate that. In the meantime,